Hello people, welcome to this new video class. Here you have some tips before watching the video. Find a quiet place to watch the video, pause and take notes, and stop and rewatch if necessary, as many times as you need. Today we are going to work on conditionals, 0, first and second conditional. Conditionals describe the result of a situation using different tenses in English. Let's begin with 0 conditional. The 0 conditional is used to talk about general truths and general habits. The conditional sentences are divided into two parts, the if part or the if clause and the result part or the main clause. In 0 conditional sentences, both parts are in simple present. There is one condition and then a result. Let's see some examples. If you work hard, you get good results. If you stand in the rain, you get wet. If you don't study, you don't pass. I've got a headache if I cry. Fíjense en esta última oración que están invertidas las partes o las clauses, ¿sí? The if part or the if clause is in the end of the sentence. And in this particular case, when you invert the clauses, you don't write a comma. But the sentence, it's okay. First conditional. First conditional sentences express possible results in the future. Again, the idea is divided into two parts, the if condition part or the if clause and the result part or the main clause. The if condition clause is in simple present and the result clause or the main clause will be in future will or won't if it is negative. So we have a condition in the present that will affect the result in the future. Let's see some examples. If it rains tomorrow, I won't go fishing. If Katie calls me, I'll visit her. If the situation gets worse, we won't go on holidays. I'll give you the car if you get good results in the exam. Okay, look, here in the final sentence, again, there is an inversion of the two parts, but it's perfectly okay, right? Second conditional. In the second conditional sentences, we have an imaginary, hypothetical, or impossible situation in the present or future. So, for doing so, we have the if part or the if condition clause that is in simple past plus the result clause or the main clause that will be using the modal would plus infinitive or the modal could plus infinitive. So in the second conditional sentences, what we have is an imaginary condition, and then we get a hypothetical result in the present or in the future. Let's see how it works. If I had more time, I could meditate every day. If she came back home, I'd tell her I'm so sorry. If she were different to me, I would ask her to go out together. Where would you go if you could travel back in time? Acá hay algo muy interesante para tener en cuenta y notar. Fíjense que en la parte de simple past, en la tercera oración, if she were different to me, fíjense que si bien el pasado del verbo to be para she es was, en los conditionals siempre usamos were. If she were different to me, if he were different to me, if I were different to him, yes, el was para los conditionals no lo vamos a usar, sí vamos a usar el were. And here we have a quick summary about conditionals. Here we have the three types of conditionals that we have seen up to now. The 0 conditional to express general truth in the present, the first conditional for possible results in the future, and the second conditional when we have imaginary results in the present or future. And below them you have the grammar structure of each of them. Now let's practice a little bit. What type of conditional is it? I will read a sentence and you will have to decide if it is conditional type 0, 1 or 2. If you tell me, I will keep the secret. What type of conditional is it? Have a look at the two parts, have a look at the tenses and then decide. Good job! This is a first conditional sentence. What type of conditional is it? I would go and visit her if we were in confination. Again, look at the two clauses, look at the two parts, pay attention at the tenses and then decide. Well done! This is a second conditional sentence. What type of conditional is it? If you don't ask, you don't know. Have a look at the two parts, have a look at the tenses, and then decide. Great! This is a zero conditional sentence. What type of conditional is it? If I didn't know the answer, I would go and ask the teacher. Have a look at the two parts, pay attention and look carefully to the tenses, and then decide. Good job! This is a second conditional sentence. Okay people, I hope you find it useful. See you on the next video class. Bye bye!